MSPs who do this kind of marketing will always struggle. Let me tell you what it is, help you identify if you're doing it, and give you a better kind of marketing which will give you a much better return. Hey, I'm Paul Green, and don't forget, for help finding new clients for your MSP, we've created an easy-to-follow marketing system. Get that and all the content to go in it at mspmarketingedge.com. I do a lot of activity on LinkedIn, which you should too, actually, because it's an amazing platform for you to go and find new leads and prospects. And most of my routine activity is actually done by my virtual assistant, Christelle. But then I do jump in every day myself, and I do anything that requires me to give some specific advice or kind of just point people in the right direction. And I'm always happy to help any MSP. So in fact, if you and I are connected on LinkedIn, please do message me. Don't be afraid just to say hi. In fact, you can say hi to Christelle as well. And if we're not connected on LinkedIn, just Google me. Google Paul Green, MSP Marketing LinkedIn, and you'll find me that way. Anyway, let me read you a LinkedIn conversation that I had with an MSP a few weeks ago. Now, I haven't asked permission to read this conversation out to you, so I'm going to anonymize the person who messaged me. Let's call him Dave. So Dave wrote, "Buongiorno, I need your help." That was the very first thing that Dave sent to me, and he followed it up with, "I'm really struggling with our marketing. Basically, I've made some content, a video, I've stuck it on LinkedIn, and then I was kind of surprised that we didn't get much engagement with it. I thought the video was too long. It was 3 minutes duration. We know our customers don't grow on trees, and I was hoping that you might have some tips." And by the way, this is actually typical of the kind of message that I might receive on LinkedIn. So as I said, please do send me anything. I'm not joking about that. Anyway, back to Dave. I asked a few clarifying questions, and he told me that, well, he said, we've also just got a subscription to Zoom Info, and we're sending out cold emails to relevant companies, making them aware of our offerings. Before I tell you what my reply to Dave was, what do you think about this? A good way of looking at marketing is always to look at it from the point of view of the person that you're trying to reach. So do you think a single 3-minute video on LinkedIn would be particularly engaging? Do you think a cold email from an MSP would make you want to buy their services? Of course, the answer to these questions is no. Managed services is a very difficult sell because it is a very highly bespoke and complex service, and if it goes wrong, it can completely paralyze a business. Now, ordinary business owners and managers, they might not understand the ins and outs of technology, but they do understand that it can destroy what they've spent years building up. So anyone that picks an MSP off the back of one cold email, well, they're probably not going to be a very good client anyway. And this is why the marketing strategy that I suggest to all MSPs is to build multiple audiences of people to talk to, then spend weeks, months, years building a relationship with them until you're then able to, step 3, convert that relationship and convert them into being a client. People only buy when they are ready to buy, and the job of your marketing is to build a low-level relationship with them using content marketing, such as posts on social media, educational emails sent to them, direct mail, stuff like that. Now, at the beginning, I said that MSPs who do this kind of marketing will always struggle. So what kind of marketing is this? I'll tell you. It's tactical marketing. What Dave has done is look at some of the tactics used by other MSPs and has just decided to copy those. And this is not a criticism of Dave. What he's done here is what many MSPs do. They see some tactics being used or being discussed in a forum somewhere, and they decide that that's what they should be doing. But here's the thing. Tactical marketing doesn't work because it has no backbone. It's almost a case of doing something rather than nothing. And while part of me would rather see you doing something rather than nothing, I'd also prefer that you operate strategically rather than tactically. When you do strategic marketing, you have a plan, how you're going to build your audiences, how you're going to build a relationship with them, and how you're going to be there at exactly the right moment that they are ready to switch MSPs. So let me read you the reply that I sent to Dave. I said, "Hi Dave, there are some fundamental strategy questions to answer first, such as what their needs are, what their wants are, why would they buy your solution instead of a competitor, who are the decision makers, who are the influencers, etc., etc. What you're doing here, Dave, is a bit of tactical marketing without any strategy driving it. And then I kind of came up with an analogy. I don't know if this works or not, but I said it's like putting up one battery-powered smoke detector in a first-floor hotel bedroom and wondering why it didn't detect the inferno in the kitchen downstairs. I kind of made that analogy up on the spot. Does that work? I'm not sure. But you get the idea. So take a good hard look now at your own marketing. Ask yourself this question. Are you just doing tactical stuff because that's what you've seen other people doing, or do you have a plan? Do you have a strategy which is driving everything that you're doing in your MSP's marketing?
Paul Green's MSP Marketing Edge.